Yeah, it's a pleasure having you at VQ
Thank
Prime
you.
today.
Thank you.
And I have a short, like a couple of questions that I want to ask quickly. Now, in the bull run rally, what are the kind of sectors that you see would be gaining pace, and are the bets that you'd be taking?
So look, a couple of things to clarify. We don't really do this sector-focused investing. I don't believe in it. What we have always suggested to both our clients and to generally investors who are interested in identifying good companies in India is follow a three-part process in India. Firstly, use forensic accounting to identify clean companies. I would say around 40% of listed companies in India have suspect accounts. You want to steer clear of them. Secondly, amongst the cleaner companies, look for promoters, look for management teams with intellectual acumen to identify, to do sensible capital allocation. We have plenty of companies in India who are honest, but their ability to allocate capital is a little suspect, right? So step two is look for good capital allocators. And step three is look for monopolists. Look for dominant companies who are able to crush the competition and dominate a sector for 10, 20 years, right? So I've explained this process in our book, Diamonds in the Dust. It's also available for free on the Marcellus website. But this sector piece is a complete hogwash. It doesn't lead to prosperity. It just leads to this illusion that you're doing investing. Investing requires a degree of work, requires a degree of research, forensic accounting, good capital allocation, dominant franchises.
So, sir, if I had to understand this differently, what is it that you're looking at? Maybe the themes or companies that you're looking at really closely.
You're looking for good companies. You're looking for or outstanding franchises. The themes piece is good for, what should I say? It's good for media hype. But theme-based investing is seldom a way to create lasting wealth for yourself. It's good for entertainment. If you're doing investing for entertainment, then I could give you China plus one as a theme. I could give you financialization as a theme. If you're doing investing for entertainment, I could give you themes and you could invest, but that's not a good way to make money. If you're doing investing to earn money for perhaps for retirement, for your children's education, then follow the three-part process of forensic accounting, good capital allocation, and dominant franchises.
So in the China plus one, and then you mentioned that China is going through a suicide in that sense. So what themes in India? Okay, what businesses in India do you believe would prosper because of that?
So as you're already seeing, right, as China and America's hostilities grow, large electronics manufacturers like Apple, they're coming to India and they're saying that they will shift something like a quarter of their production to India. So just take Apple alone; they make $220 billion worth of iPhones and iPads. A quarter of that means 50-60 billion dollars of production moves to India. India's current production of smartphones, I think, is 5 billion, right? So if you look at a sector like electronics and medical equipment, uh, globally that's a 500-600 billion dollar sector. We barely make 5-10 billion dollars worth of it. If we are able to get even 10% of that sector, our electronics and medical equipment sector will grow tenfold. Similarly, pharmaceuticals and APIs, active pharmaceutical ingredients. China makes 90% of the world's API. That's $200 billion worth of API. India makes barely 20 billion, 10% of global production. Even if we take 10% of China's production, our API industry will double, right? So the themes are going to be relatively clear. I suspect many of your viewers already know these themes. The hard work that's required is to figure out how do you take, for example, the API theme and identify clean, well-managed companies. In our case, we have chosen Divi's Lab. Marcellus's portfolios are invested through Marcellus. I'm an investor. My parents are investors in it, and so are our 9,000 clients. It took us a year of research to identify Divi's Lab, and that's the depth of research your viewers need to do if they want to make money from thematic investment.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a
My
pleasure.
pleasure.